And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill here today, Matthew Liberatore. What do you have on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, ready to get underway. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. And away we go this afternoon. Just missed. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. In the air, center field. Erickson in and to his right. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Singy, I'm not sure what the manager's thinking putting this many lefty bats in the order against this southpaw starter.
Yeah, might be trying to get in the head of the pitcher out there. It's definitely not your traditional lineup, Boog. I can tell you from experience, it's so hard as a lefty batter when a left-handed pitcher is tossing nasty breaking stuff your way. Hope this call works out for him. I'm glad I'm not in the lineup today.
Vincent Sutherland in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Swings good, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Back after this on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for Washington in this one, Miles Michaelis. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. The Cardinals score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Joseph Berry. Well struck right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boo. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Albert Pujols will hit next. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Kamala Norcross next up for the Cardinals. Rips that one to right. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. There's a line drive to left field. That is the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Nationals 0. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams. High fly ball down the left field line. Torres turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Next to hit for the Nats, Frederick Ward. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Foul ball there. Swing and a bouncer. Norcross. And he beats it. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question.
One gone, runner at first. Samantha Humphrey now at the plate. There's a high chopper. On to first. 2 away.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 8, Jose Tena.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Tena. That one finds the zone.
0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
High fly ball, right field. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jimmy Crooks. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that one hammered. Into the corner, but foul. Michaelis, multi-time All-Star, 37 years young. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2009. That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And the batter now, Ryan Torres. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Manager out of the dugout now. And it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Miles Michaelis will depart. And the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
Richard Lovelady comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, no outs. Lawrence Erickson next up for the Cardinals. Left field, way back there. And it is gone! A laser to left. And they add to their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
At the plate, Zachary Erickson. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. And a man aboard. Here's some real power at the plate. Joseph Berry flied to right her first time. And that one ripped into right. Takes it in for the out. One down.
up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, number 5.
Here's a big power threat. Albert Pujols, 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Line to left, and it stays fair. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Stepping in, Kamala Norcross. She can't hang on. One run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
So bases loaded with one away. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. In the air, this one's well struck, and it is gone. Grand slam. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add on. It's 11-0.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. Done a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Richard Lovelady gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Paxton Schultz.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So up next, Jimmy Crooks. That one ripped right center field. That's back, and that's going to bang against the wall. Digging in, Brian Torres. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That smash towards center. Humphrey on the move. Pulls it down, and she makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, number 33, Lawrence Erickson.
Here's the center fielder, Lawrence Erickson, and he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind that he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Hard liner. Pulls it in on the run. And that will end the inning. On to the 3rd inning, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. That one fouled off. You won. That's in there. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the air, out towards left center. Erickson under it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 9, the second baseman,
Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the DH, James Wood. Out to short, Win. Now the throw to first on the run. In time, got him. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail in this one 11-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. This lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, and as you can see, Boog, they've been giving out some souvenirs for the fans in the left field bleachers. The pitching on the other side doesn't adjust. There might be more on the way.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. So a man aboard, Joseph Berry. Next up for the Cardinals. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. Lined into right. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, number 5.
So digging in, Albert Pujols. He's already homered in this game. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 13-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Now at the plate, Jordan Walker. There's a line drive to left field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Kamala.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Kamala Norcross. Year in and year out, this player an MVP candidate. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Start of the fourth, leading off, Andres Chaparro. Liberator back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, these Nats definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Sets him down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. He's 0 for 1. In the air, right field. Walker under it. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
There's C.J. Abrams now. Fly to left his first time. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Stays alive. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Nothing doing here this half. And midway in the fourth, the Cardinals lead it 13-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the
Jimmy
Cardinals.
Crooks next up for the Cardinals. He's 2 for 2.
Crooks.
Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's the left fielder, Brian Torres. He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First multi-hit game, that would be nice. We'll see.
1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, number 33, Lawrence.
2 aboard with 1 out. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lawrence Erickson. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Well struck left field. That one carrying. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Paxton Schultz won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
On to pitch now for the Nationals, Clayton Beeter.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Zachary Erickson. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. There's a line drive to left field. And that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 4. Cardinals lead it 13-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Frederick Ward. And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Humphrey.
Now, Samantha Humphrey grounded out her first time.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Gone. And they're on the board. It's 13-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. She saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. She stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. Now here is Jose Tena. Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for Washington.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Flied to center his first time. The 0-1. Bounce to the left side. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
Up next for Washington, the second baseman, Nasim Nunez.
Up now for Washington, Nasim Nunez. 0 for 1 so far. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals take this one in a blowout.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
13-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.